F5, week 1, bets. Here we go. So, starting with our first bet of the week, I'm going to take the Bears plus 3.5 over the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the deal, alright? I do not trust the Atlanta Falcons anymore. The Falcons really let me down last week. So it wasn't just so bad the Eagles lost to the Rams and they got absolutely destroyed. Then I had to watch Dan Quinn, for the love of God, choke that game away. This is now, oh my God, I don't know how this guy has a job. Can somebody seriously ask me how Dan Quinn has a job today? Not only did this guy choke in the damn Super Bowl against the Patriots, this was a disaster. I mean, whoever that special teams coach was needs to be fired immediately. Doesn't the Ants team know you can pick up the ball before it goes 10 freaking yards? I hate this thing that everybody says, oh my God, that was a really good onside kick. No, it wasn't. That was a terrible onside kick that the Falcons were just oblivious to recover. And oh my God, if the Eagles missed the playoffs because the Cowboys finished one game ahead of them, sick to my stomach. Never picking the Falcons again. I hope the Falcons go 0-16. This may be bad over heart, but I think Atlanta's done anyways. This team has to give them a Dan Quinn, right? I mean, this is a disaster. Take the Bears plus 3.5. I don't care if they have Mitchell, Nowitzki or not. Please beat this team. Alright, next game here. As my mouse is flat out broken. There we go. Alright, next game we have the Titans and the Vikings. I'm going to take the Vikings plus 2.5, and I'll give you a reason for that. I think Mike Zimmer's a really good coach. I think the Vikings have been embarrassed 2 weeks in a row, especially last week, going to Indianapolis and being embarrassed by the Colts. I think Kirk Cousins will play really well. I think Tennessee's right high starting 2-0. I think this is a perfect trap game. Minnesota's at home. I know that doesn't matter as much because there's not going to be any fans. But I think it still matters a little bit with the travel. I think that playing in your own stadium helps. And the Vikings are definitely going to try to get that fake crowd noise pumping inside the dome. It may make a difference. I think the Vikings are too not bad of a football team to not win this game. Like, I think they almost have to win this game, or the reins are going to fall off the train here, or the wheels are going to fall off the truck. By the way, I think the same thing about my Eagles this week. I was thinking about making them one of my best bets against the Bengals because I think that the Eagles do come out and hopefully just roll Cincinnati. Well, because if not, those trains are going to fall off the track. But so I'm going to bounce back teams here in week 3, like Minnesota and the Eagles. The rest of the 0-2 teams really do stink. I think that these are the two teams, Minnesota and Philadelphia, who can really make a roll. I like the number here with Minnesota. Plus 2.5. I'll take Minnesota over Tennessee. Next team, I'm betting the number here. Niners at the Giants. The Niners are -4. I'm going to take them. Even without Jimmy Garoppolo, even if Nick Mullins starts, I win this Niners team. I know they're depleted with injuries, but so are the Giants, man. I know they signed Devontae Freeman, but without Saquon Barkley, without Darius Slade, I don't know if this Giants team can move the ball. And look, man, Joe Judge, Jason Garrett, they're going to have to find out what they have in Daniel Jones. San Francisco stayed on the East Coast. They stayed in Virginia, so they're not going to have to worry about that time travel. I think the Giants are one of the hardest schedules in football, and they have a chance to get the #1 pick. We talked about this earlier in the show with Jacksonville about, yeah, Gardner Minshew's good, but Trevor Lawrence is great. Here's the deal. Daniel Jones can be good. Is he a franchise quarterback? Probably. Is he going to win you a Super Bowl, though? I doubt it. I absolutely doubt that. So I would, if I'm the Giants, move off Daniel Jones and try to tank for Trevor Lawrence, because Trevor Lawrence will turn that franchise around and he will haunt my nightmares in Philadelphia for years to come. So if I'm the Giants, I want the Giants to win 4 or 5 games this season just so they're out of the Trevor Lawrence running. Same thing with Washington, by the way. But I just got the Niners here, and I think 4. I think they beat them by at least 5, so I think the Niners cover. I'll take the Niners over the Giants. Next game here, we have the Bucks -6 at Denver. Now, I will tell you, if Drew Lock and Denver were healthy in this game, I would take Denver, especially if they had Von Miller. because we know Denver has always given Tom Brady problems. He's always had problems going up there, struggling against the Denver pass rush. Well, how about this? There is no Von Miller. There is no Drew Lock. It looks like it's going to be Blake Bortles starting at quarterback for Denver. There is no Cortland Sutton. Denver is an injury-riddled mess. We think with all the injuries that happened in week 2, Denver might have been hit the hardest. And there's so many injuries. This season looks like it's going to come down to whoever is the healthiest. It usually does, but it seems like this year, more than ever, it's going to come down to who's the healthiest. And I think Tampa Bay and Tom Brady go up to Denver. I think they get back on track. I'll take Tampa Bay to cover minus the 6.5 going to Denver. And finally, the Rams at the Bills. Now, you may say, Brandon, this is biased because you want the Rams to lose after they kicked the Eagles' ass last week, and that is true. But I will say this, man, the Rams, they traveled to Philly, then they went back to LA, and they're going to Buffalo. That's a lot of miles, and Buffalo does indeed look legit. Buffalo looks to me as legit as any team in the National Football League this season. Josh Allen, they're finally letting the kid have a rip. And I think the Bills do cover. I like the number here, -2. Generally, if it's 3 points or below, I will take the number with whatever team it wins. Because generally the team that wins by 3 points or more. So again, if it's 2.5 or less, or pick them, I'll generally take those bets. And those are the bets that I like this week. Again, Buffalo, -2 over the Rams. I will also take the Bucks, -6 against Denver. I'll take San Francisco, -4 against the Giants. I'll take Minnesota, +2.5 against Tennessee in a quote-unquote upset. And I'll take the Bears, +3.5 over a quote-unquote upset against the Falcons, who are just a complete disaster. So again, I like three favorites to cover, and I like 2 underdogs this week. Last week, I went 3-2. The games I got wrong was I got wrong the Rams and Eagles game. Hold on, let me get this right here. I got wrong the Rams and Eagles game. That was a pick'em. And then I got wrong the Minnesota Colts. Minnesota was +3. They did not cover. They actually got blown out. I was actually very disappointed by that, unfortunately. So give or take, unfortunately, as I said, I got 3 out of 5 right last week. I wish I could have gone 5 out of 5. But, you know, it isn't the end of the world. So far, I'm 5 of 10 in my best bets. That's not bad. That's 50% if I was betting. I don't think that's bad. I actually really like my bets this week. I love the Minnesota +2.5. I love the Bears +3.5. And I love the Bills -2. Those are my 3 favorites. Tampa Bay will a little bit dicey about because Denver could come out and play well. And I don't know how San Francisco is going to play with Nick Mullins. But I'm just going to bet they take care of business against the Giants.